Myran and KidG. Their rivalry transcends time,
Oh.
and now it's about to get epic.
Only you could make this fight happening, which was one of the ones that happens in winners quarterfinals every week. Sound exciting. Going right into it though.
It is a very exciting fight when these two fight because they've both reached a point, just like me and Myran have, where they're no longer just playing their usual neutral game and adaptation game. They're deep inside each other's minds so much they know each other's tactics in and out. So it's a very unique game.
I would not be surprised if Gabe knows this matchup more than any other Mario player in the world. I think when you just play Myron enough, you do get a good gauge on what his strategies are based on what Pikmin he has at any given time. He's got one purple, one blue. He's probably just going to keep
Signature kill line.
Exactly, just going to rack up damage with the purple, get set up for that kill.
Right
kill
now,
blue.
Myron's got that red at that 67%. Now, that down throw RAR purple back air is actually really true on Mario. And with enough rage, it could actually kill him very soon.
Well, he's definitely got that preferred Pikmin setup that he wants to have at this point. It's pretty even, but you know Mario, Gabe can get a very unsuspecting up smash
Like that.
like that any moment.
The thing is, it takes a while to kill Mario, so 67 to 130 is actually pretty in Gabe's favor. But KidG right now is putting in a lot of work.
Very solid.
He's weaving in and out of Pikmin, he's nullifying their hitboxes with aerials, and he's just comboing Myron really effectively. And keep in mind, it's kind of hard to combo Olimar with a lot of characters, because if your combo isn't perfectly true, even by frames, Whistle is an option, and not only does he get out, but he's going to hit you back. He's going to hit you back hard.
He will.
But Gabe's just got to try to get some extra credit right now. This is a rough situation to be in. That
There you go.
no, not quite. When Myron doesn't have rage, he tries to save that blue to absolute kill percents, and on Battlefield, he kind of underestimates himself a little bit. So while he could have possibly killed, he's gonna wait until it's 100% certain. So his next blue is definitely the kill throw.
One blue and two purples though. If there's ever a set that he needs to get ready for a kill, this is the one that he wants.
It's really dangerous to even go for kill options in the air as Gabe right now, because any aerial counter hit from Myron with this line will indeed kill him. But Gabe is doing a good job controlling the flow of the game, maintaining stage control, and not getting hit by the blue throw, which will kill him.
He's not overcommitting to anything besides that edge guard,
Fair.
which
Yeah.
going
Which-
for edge guards against Almar is not the riskiest thing to do in the world. So good on Gabe to be aware of that. Everything else though, he's just kind of staying in place, going for up smashes every once in a while.
He's just really in control right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he desynced the line with down air, which saved his life. Because he did, in fact, overcommit. That's going to do it. Now, Myron with this line can actually deal damage pretty quickly, so he's definitely not out of the picture yet, because the double purple frame trap is very, very difficult to get around. And Gabe, while doing really well against Myron, has a historical issue with actually securing kills on Pikmin, because his character isn't really designed to do so. Like, Gabe just likes to go through them, but that cape will actually do it, and that up smash will seal the deal.
Classic.
Myron went for a classic down tilt with when his purple was out to try to go for safe pressure, and Gabe just snuffed it with a move that can't clang with it.
The reads that Gabe were able to really get in this matchup are always impressed me, because whenever I've been playing Myron for a fairly long time now. Most of the time I feel like I'm just hitting buttons trying to keep Pikmin away, but Gabe, he got that read.
Gabe
That
is meticulous.
yes, that wasn't just him spamming up smash hoping for the best. That was him knowing Myron would go in and
He may have not
kill.
been certain about the move, but he knew Myron's intent. And that's
exactly.
the thing that's really, people need to recognize in high-level play and just really intense matchups, is that you're not always going to get the correct full read, but if you start learning to read your opponent's intent, it becomes a lot easier to dictate your actions.
I think that's a perfect way to just describe how these two fight each other every week.
Their mental game is deep, and I'm really impressed that in just such a small time period compared to how long me and Myron have been playing, which is plus 10 years. Gabe is already showcasing that that deep mental battle with Myron, just knowing everything in and out, the way he plays, the way he thinks in his strategies. they have entered that level of zen that takes players years to enter when they constantly play each other. That helps that they're doubles partners and they just have constant synergy.
It's not Olimar versus Mario. It's KidG versus Myran.
And it is a completely different ball game.
They're even right now. It should just take one solid read from either player.
Perfect whistle by Myran. Whistle has invincibility starting on frame 6. It ends on frame 12, and the move ends on frame 18. So the entire thing is barely within the boundaries of average human reaction time. So it's very difficult to see it coming and to respond to it. Oh wow!
So special.
The Gabe special. So if Olimar uses an attack out of his up B, he will go into free fall after a set period of time. That set period of time is actually just after his aerials lag. So Myran will like to use aerials to auto-cancel in the stage. Gabe caped him away and then flooded him.
Great example of not only Gabe's amazing matchup experience, but just player experience against Myran as well.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing he'd recover, he'd try to go high, and knowing that that was a perfect setup for flood.
Yep. But this is a tough situation. He's pretty much at what I'd call kill percent with 2 purples, and White's going to finish it off, and now he's like really at kill percent. Back air could easily kill him right now.
Gabe's made this kind of comeback before. It's not,
This is the wrong line to have to try to fight through, but then again, when Myran gets antsy and goes for these aerials, Mario's Nair becomes a much better tool in the toolkit to get through.
Does he have any ways he can kill the purples, or...?
It's very difficult in its high commitment because Olimar can punish nearly any of them, even down tilt. So he's going to try to kill Pikmin collaterally. He's going to go to try to hit Olimar, or he's going to use capes intermittently, because even if the cape just reflects a Pikmin, it does take damage, and eventually it will die. But Gabe is usually at the mercy of double purple, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's just what makes it so interesting, is that he doesn't have a quick get out of jail free card. That should do it.
Yeah, that blue Pikmin kill throw is pretty hard to work around.
It's pretty buff.
Yeah. You can't really run away from Myran forever, which, even though Gabe was staying alive for a pretty long time, considering he was at...
You can run from blue grab if he's using it predictably for a long time, but it is hard to punish if he pivot grabs. Olimar's dash grab is actually his laggiest move in his arsenal, but his pivot and standing grabs are amazing. Although his standing grab does have a dead zone, the pivot grab does not, making it one of his best tools, and you'll see Myran even in place for something you'd normally standing grab to punish, he still goes for the pivot grab.
I found it kind of interesting that Gabe chose to counterpick Myran.
Smashville.
Yeah.
This is unusual, but I actually strongly agree with this because Myran's best stage is Battlefield, and Gabe has always counterpicked him there, and I always feel like it's a weak counterpick.
That's true.
Myran historically actually loses on Smashville a lot, despite the fact that he has his set strategy here. So, I think people should start abusing that on him. Myran is that guy who kind of will ban Smashville sometimes.
I understand that. Character by character basis, it's not always the as perfect as of a neutral people think it is.
It's a lot of players are actually at a huge disadvantage here.
Yeah.
But they don't realize it. I think actually Fresh Dynasty wrote a great post on Facebook in one of the Florida groups once explaining that if you honestly don't win here, you should stop going here. You should stop just accepting this blindly. Now, I'm one of those players who ignores that because I'm a glutton for punishment, and I just really love Smashville. I'm really comfortable here. But, it's good advice.
Yeah. Even though it's a good neutral, it's not always going to be the best pick for your character or even for your playstyle, but...
Characters who can carry you across the stage with forward airs or back airs are really good here. Gabe is really good here because of a technique we call the Jeremy, after a Mario player in another region called Jeremy. That's when, I can't seem to win neutral, I'm actually just going to short hop back air wall for the next 5 minutes.
It's such a good move. It's hard, very, very hard to get in on a game when you're just putting up, like what you said, a literal wall of back airs. That was meaty.
Oh, but that was just very good awareness from Myran, knowing he's just going to go for the grab and just throw out the down smash. Now, if your grab is slower than 6 frames, if Myran times the smash at the same time, what's going to happen is you're going to grab him and the Pikmin's going to kill you. You have to have a fast grab in order to punish him on the same frame. So you need to ensure that your grab is either safe or you're just beating out Myran's reaction time.
I just want to quickly point out that I love how how committed Gabe was to not moving out like outside that platform. I feel like a lot of people too often just want to like rush Myran down, kind of play as aggressive as he does. But
That's a good way to die.
yeah, exactly. Like it's a great way to
Ooh,
just eat.
Great
wow.
way to get rid of that line.
He's actually doing a great job dealing with the purples right now.
Because Myron's being a little patient, and he sees that, so he's exploiting it. Now keep in mind, this is only a 2 out of 3, unlike their usual 3 out of 5 sets, so they're both at game point right here. They're both on their last stock, and neither of them want to go to losers at this monthly.
No, they do not.
Oof, good back air, but it's still Gabe's game right now.
It's either player's game to win.
Oh,
Good for
oh
you.
my gosh.
I like the Camille to it though.
That's a bad place to be.
Yep.
Good up air.
Myron's slowly working towards that that prime Pikmin setup.
This is just so intense. Oh my gosh!
My god!
No! Wow, it was
If
not
you had
sweet.
slightly more range, it could have been it.
Oh my
But
gosh!
That's gonna do it.
Gabe with the amazing ledge tech read, dropping down immediately back airing, and he takes the set over Myron in